Created to embody the more insidious side of our emotions, the cheetah is a neurotic, ambitious, and intelligent archaeologist who has become a household name when it comes to Wonder Woman's list of famous nemesis. Possessing enhanced strength, amazing sense of smell, hyperspeed, night vision, precise gymnastics and parkour skills, and fangs that can pierce Superman's skin, the cheetah has earned her right to be one of DC's most fascinating villains. This villain represents the motives we have when we are overwhelmed with jealousy, insecurity, and vanity. The cheetah was ranked in 2009 as IGN's 69th greatest comic book villain of all time. There are 4 major versions of the cheetah. The first one from the Golden and Silver Ages is Priscilla Rich, a blonde aristocrat from the 1940s era. The second one from the Bronze Age is Deborah Domain, a wealthy ecology activist who's also the niece of Priscilla Rich. The third one is a man named Sebastian Ballesteros, who is a lover and agent of Circe. In this episode, we are going to focus on the post-crisis New 52 version of the cheetah, and that is the stimulating account of Barbara and Minerva. Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva is a British archaeologist. She was born as an heiress to the enormous fortune of her Olden family from Nottinghamshire. Barbara is very passionate about her job that she eventually searched for a tribe in Africa which has a female protector with the powers of a cheetah. A gang of bandits killed the protector of the tribe and most of the original expedition members of Barbara. With the help of the Chuma, the caretaker of the ancient plant god Urs Kartaga, Barbara took the place of the protector after hearing the promise of immortality. Her powers were bestowed to her by consuming a blend of human blood and the berries and leaves of Urs Kartaga. But there was one major requirement to become the protector of Urs Kartaga. She must be a virgin and Barbara was not. Her transformation became a blessing but also a curse. In her human form, she experiences acute pain and physical infirmity. In her feline form, she has euphoria while being bloodthirsty. She first entangled with Wonder Woman when she learned about the Lasso of Truth in issue number 9 of Wonder Woman published in 1987. As a vehement archaeologist and collector, Barbara desired the lasso. She first attempted to do so through deception, declaring that there is a similar magical golden girdle of Gaia of the same kind from which the lasso was created. Regrettably, although the plan continues far enough for Barbara to grasp the lasso, its magical influence forced her to confess her real objectives. Diana became extremely distraught by this treachery. She took back the lasso and returned home in tears. With this failure, Cheetah attacked Wonder Woman. Their first physical confrontation ended with Julia Capatellis shooting the cheetah. In time, Cheetah's interest in the lasso diminished and she became more interested in surpassing Diana in battle due to her transgressed pride. The rivalry between the cheetah and Wonder Woman rises and falls. Wonder Woman, with the help of Deathstroke, saved Cheetah during a voyage to the Balkan country of Panbelgravia in Wonder Woman Special and Wonder Woman number 63, published in 1992. For some weird reasons, Panbelgravia's dictator Baron von Astraed chose to help a demon named Drax by catching a formidable meta-human woman. The female meta-human's body will become the vessel of Drax's bride from a different dimension named Bar Margot. Baron targeted Cheetah, and when he imprisoned her, Wonder Woman went to save her. Before Bar Margot was able to enter from a different dimension, Cheetah sealed the gateway by soaring into the gateway instead. Cheetah was entombed in this demonic dimension until Juliana Zazia, the Boston mob boss, had her scientists open the gateway to reclaim Cheetah for her own ulterior motives. Cheetah left Juliana to help Wonder Woman when she was caught in the mob war between Juliana Zazia and Polly Longo. After saving Wonder Woman, Cheetah called it quits and went back into becoming her nemesis. The affiliation Cheetah had with Urs Kartaga was overwrought at times, despite her intense devotion and steadfastness. In one occasion, the Urs Kartaga punished her by leaving one of her hands human-looking while she is in her feline form. Cheetah later on achieved a level of super speed even faster than her previous skill with the help of Zoom. She attained this by killing Priscilla Rich, the 1940s Cheetah, thus ostensibly launching herself as the true Cheetah. Zoom and Cheetah later joined the secret society of supervillains and had a quick affair while Zoom was still married to his wife. Circe gave Cheetah the ability to change her appearance anytime she wants in the 1 year later storyline published in 2006. She was able to control 3 actual cheetahs and kept her super speed. She was able to steal the golden lasso away from Donna Troy on several occasions because of this. In the Justice League of America Wedding Special published in 2007, she formed a new Injustice League together with the Joker and Lex Luthor. In Final Crisis Resist, published in 2008, she joined forces with Checkmate to fight Darkseid and enjoyed a short-lived relationship with Snapper Carr. Back in the comic book series of Wonder Woman, she is divulged as the leader behind the secret society accountable for the creation of genocide. She later on arranged for Dr. Psycho to replace Sarge Steel as director of the Department of Meta-Human Affairs, which she targeted after genocide's ambush.
Too much curiosity can be dangerous.
Maybe I like danger.
Do you?
Try me.
In 2011, during the New 52 event, DC relaunched and rebooted the Cheetah as a more crooked and ruthless character. As a backstory, raised in an all-woman commune called Amazonia, Barbara Ann Minerva is reintroduced as a friend of Wonder Woman and an expert in dangerous relics. In this origin, Cheetah is traced back to the prehistoric Sun tribe who had hunted alongside the cheetahs. One of the tribe is chosen to become the host of the goddess of the hunt every generation. However, when a hunter killed the existing host, the dagger used to kill her was cursed until Barbara found it. She was possessed by the goddess after cutting herself from the dagger, which then transformed her into a human cheetah. Her claws and fangs can cut Superman and turn him also into a cheetah-like creature. In the Forever Evil story arc published in 2013, Cheetah is one of the female villains enlisted by the crime syndicate to be part of the secret society of supervillains. Psy, a psychokinetic, showed a premonition to Steve Trevor that Cheetah is in possession of the lasso of truth and was located in Central Park. Killer Frost and Steve Trevor went to Central Park but was ambushed by Cheetah and her team consisting of Hellhound, Elephant Man, Lion Mane, Primate, Zebra Man, and Moishen. Cheetah manhandled Steve Trevor using the lasso of truth. Steve Trevor managed to escape and explained that only a truthful and pure person can use it. As Cheetah is not, Trevor managed to use the lasso against Cheetah, while Killer Frost escaped and froze Cheetah's team. In the company-wide DC Rebirth event in 2016, Cheetah's origin was modified once more. The young Barbara enjoyed mythology and showed great likeness for language, but her father did not like it for her. Her strict father made her focus only on studying, but she soon returned to her love for mythology. When she turned 26, she had earned 2 PhDs in archaeology and mastered 7 languages. On a dig site in Ukraine, she learned about the existence of the Amazons and took photos before it collapsed. She followed the images to the Black Sea but only discovered an empty island. When Wonder Woman returned Steve Trevor to the United States, Barbara was asked to become Wonder Woman's translator. Barbara became close friends with Diana. When Ares attacked and the Olympian gods made an appearance, Barbara became more fixated with supernatural forces. She sought for other deities and learned about Kartaga. Veronica Cale funded her expedition to Bunda, not knowing that Cale was being commanded by Deimos and Phobos. Deimos and Phobos intended for Barbara to become a demigod so she could find Themyscira for them. Wonder Woman gave Barbara a tracking device that Barbara can use to contact Wonder Woman during emergencies. However, Dr. Cyber remotely disabled this and Wonder Woman was not able to stop Barbara's wedding with Kartaga, which led to her becoming the Cheetah against her will. The Cheetah developed hatred towards Wonder Woman and later joined Veronica Cale's Godwatch group. Wonder Woman searched for Cheetah years later and traveled to Bunda. There, she fought a pack of were-hyenas called the Cult of Kartaga and Cheetah. Their fight only stopped when Wonder Woman explained to Cheetah that she needs her help to find Themyscira. For Barbara's assistance, Wonder Woman agreed to destroy the god Kartaga and lift Barbara's curse. The pair fought their way through the Buddha cult of We're Hyenas and faced Andres Cadulo, a loyal fanatic of Urs Cartaga who intended to give Steve Trevor as a sacrifice. Barbara then discovered that the lack of virginity was not the reason she became the Cheetah. The women who became the Cheetahs were actually tasked to keep Urs Cartaga a prisoner. Cheetah then used the lasso of truth to bind Urs Cartaga back into his plant form. When Barbara turned back into her full human form, she agreed to assist in finding Themyscira. Subsequently, the Godwatch group kidnapped Etta, Candy, and Steve. Barbara surrendered to them, hoping to reason with Kale. Since Kale has the Urs Cartaga plant, she bargained with Barbara to become the Cheetah once more in exchange for Etta and Steve's lives. Kale then brought her to the island in the Black Sea that Barbara had previously mistaken for Themyscira. She also brought Isadora Kale, her daughter, whose soul was stolen by Deimos and Phobos, to force Veronica Kale to find Themyscira for them. Steve and Wonder Woman arrive, and the fight that followed opened the gateway to Ares' prison due to Wonder Woman's blood. When Veronica Kale's saga was over, Cheetah begged to the tree and tried to go into the gateway but was intensely denied. Infuriated by this rejection and considering her sacrifice for Etta and Steve, Cheetah asserted revenge against the gods and the Amazons. Shortly after that, Cheetah was invited by Lex Luthor to become a member of the new Legion of Doom together with Sinestro, Joker, Gorilla Grodd, and Black Manta.
Stop!
Finally, in 2020, Cheetah made a live-action debut in the DC Extended Universe in the movie of Wonder Woman 1984, where she got her powers from wishing through the Dreamstone. In conclusion, among the numerous enemies of Wonder Woman who have appeared in several DC publications and animations, Barbara Ann Minerva, or the Cheetah, is definitely the most remarkable and the most iconic. Cheetah has been around for decades, but her most defining characteristics are her love-hate relationship with Wonder Woman and her surprising prowess that can give any member of the Justice League a run for their money.